My name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel. And today I'd like to talk a little bit about manifesting and what that means and how to do it. So I first heard the word manifest or manifestation in the Bible about 9 or 10 years ago. In 1 Corinthians chapter 12, it talks about the manifestations of the Spirit. And this is the very same manifestation that's used today in the term of miraculous context. And it says, the manifestations of the Spirit are given to everyone to profit. And so everyone has this power. It's not specific people. Everyone has this power. And the term, in the context that it's used, is like in the miraculous point of view. So we are always manifesting. It's the embodiment of some idea or something, the effect or the result of something. And as we talk about manifestation, we're talking about creating our lives or changing the world through our manifestations. So we're always manifesting. We always have been manifesting, which is a very simple concept to test. Every thought that enters into our subconscious mind is expressed or manifested in this reality. We've always been doing it since the moment we took our first breath till this very second right now, and we will, and for as long as we live. Everything that exists in our world right now is a manifestation of our thinking, right? Anything that we contemplate or feel will be impressed on the subconscious, and the subconscious this is what I call God, is manifested, right? We will experience it. The very place that I sit right now is a manifestation. This computer is a manifestation. Anything in my life right now, most things I've been able to trace back to its inception point in thought. The more we observe our thoughts, the more we observe this reality, the greater understanding that we will have that everything is our manifestation. So how do we manifest, right? So there's a spirit inside of us that is, like I said, creating or manifesting everything. And so when we impress something on the subconscious mind by imagination, right, we can consciously and explicitly dictate our manifestations. We're automatically doing this every moment of every day. Our days are what they are right now based on all of our ideas, assumptions, moods, feelings, inner conversations, and imaginal acts that we carry on every single day. In fact, nothing can exist in front of us. We cannot recognize anything unless we are aware of it, unless it is somehow an assumption or living in us. So being that we are always manifesting, if we modify the thoughts that are the things that we allow into our mind, then we will see that change in the world. It's guaranteed. There's no way to disprove this. If for 10 minutes per day, you completely thought about something different than you normally do, you will see the effects in your world to come. But in order to explicitly define what you want to experience in this world, what we must do is outline exactly what we want. If you want money, if you want a lover, whatever you want, we outline it first. And so like the end result, after you have received it, right? In the Bible, it also says when you pray, this is imagination, or imagining is prayer, right? In the Bible, when imagining, believe that you have received it and you shall. So that means that after it is done, after the desire has been fulfilled, that's the scene that we want to outline quickly. Something that means that you would already have the thing that you want. So if you wanted a job, you would imagine after you got the job. So after you started and having a conversation with someone about how good it feels to have that job, or to have a lover, we imagine that we're with them, or we're imagining a conversation with someone else about how we have a lover. Anything that we want, go to what it would be like in the end after you have already received it. That would be how I would outline this. And once we have done that, we shut off the senses, right? That analytical mind that protects things from entering into the subconscious. We shut off our senses and we bring the scene into our imagination. And then we enter into that condensed scene that we have outlined. and we bring it all the tones of reality, and we start to feel like we are actually there. So when I say feel like we're actually there, I just simply mean, what would I see? What would I smell? What would I taste? What would I touch? What would I hear? Who would I be with? How would I feel emotionally? That's what I mean by what it would feel like, right? Just the, like, to be in that scene now. If you were there now, what would it be like? Literally, all the sensory vividness of as if you were in that act right now. That is the feeling that I speak of. And when you're there, make it as real as possible. Feel the feelings of it really, of you really being in there. And then once you've done that, that's all it takes. That is it. So once you've done that successfully, it has been impressed upon your subconscious mind. The feeling is the thing which impregnates the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the thing that manifests it, embodies that scene in this physical world. And it will be something very similar to a carbon copy, right? So we think about this in first person. We look through our own eyes. We don't look at it as if it is a movie, because our imagination, our subconscious mind is copying what we are feeding it. So if we are looking at someone third person receiving the thing that we want, then that's exactly what we will manifest, a third person receiving the thing that we want. And then after that, we drop it, we stop thinking about it, we move on throughout our day. Just like our thoughts regularly are just fleeting and we move on, the same way we imagine and move on. We're emulating the natural process of imagining and creating here. And in our days to come, the seed will be planted. When you imagine, the seed will be planted. And in our days to come, we will, in our days to come, we will see either signs of it unfolding, which means something outside of ordinary of our regular life, but something related to the manifestation, something acting, something that is just out of the ordinary. And that's a sign, something related to the manifestation, to the imaginal act. We will either see a sign or it will just come to us. And we don't ask for signs. They will just appear, right? We're not searching after we've imagined. This is why I say drop it. If we're searching, we are impressing searching on the subconscious mind. And then searching is what we will get. We will continuously be looking. We imagine that we have received it, we feel it, and we move on. That's it. And in a way that we could not consciously devise, and there's no way to tell how or when or why it will come, it will come to us. It will come to us. I've tried this thousands and thousands of times, right? Practice this, test this theory. You can't disprove it. There's no way to disprove it. Just test it with every single thing. Make this real for you. It will be the solution to every single problem, because all things are possible. Just test it. Just test it. And I wanted to share a little story that happened today, and it's just a couple synchronicities that unfolded. So I was with my friend John, and I had some stuff from my office that I brought home with me, and one of them was a pack of cigarettes, because I quit smoking, and he smokes, so I gave him the pack of cigarettes, right? I figured, hey, here you go, man. You want a pack of smokes? Yeah, of course. So after that, he had one pack. Now I gave him a second pack. We took a walk on the beach, and right before our eyes was a full pack of cigarettes for him, and no one was around at all. So he grabbed that pack. So that would have been some type of impression on our subconscious, me giving him the cigarettes, a pack of cigarettes, and then him finding one on the ground right after. And then we came back to my house, and I dug into my bag, and I found 2 lighters. And like I said, I don't smoke anymore. So I gave him both lighters. He leaves the house for a couple minutes, and he comes back and he says, Joe, you won't believe this. As soon as I pulled out my lighter, he had a lighter before, he pulled it out and he flicked it and it broke. And I had just given him 2 lighters about 2 minutes before his broke. So it was just perfect. It was perfect. It was obviously in some way manifest. It was like a synchronicity. But anyway, it's just amazing. Like, these little things happen all the time, and we just have to be aware of the things that we're doing and thinking, right? And we will be utilized by our higher self to act out what we need to act out to get what we want. And so it's just awesome, right? I see things like this all day long, and it's simply from observing. And one last thing that I want to talk about is we don't take action, our willpower. After we imagine, we do not take action. It comes to us. taking action, you will receive, or you will experience, a lot of friction or resistance in this world. And that's because it will come to you in a perfect way. If you see it come to you, it's perfect. There's nothing you have to do. You don't have to manipulate anything. You don't have to move anything in this world. The simple act of imagining will manifest it into this reality. That's it. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please scroll down, subscribe, hit the bell icon, go to my website, sovereignmind.com, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.